Hi, welcome to Damn Fools. I am Mike, and this is the Beard of Empathy. Today on Damn Fools, a show where we talk about deconstruction and mental health. I'm
Hell
not
yeah.
joined by Taylor Swift, unfortunately. It'd be interesting. It'd be an interesting conversation. Today, I'm joined by NB. It would be awesome. Welcome. How you doing today?
I'm alive. I'm doing a lot of math today, and then I gotta do a lot of math after this. So it's just a boring math day, yeah.
So, little break to talk about yourself, and then back to math.
Yeah, and then maybe a stream at 8 if I can get any clips, but YouTube drama has been dry. It's been hard to find. The most we got was the Jadeon situation, and then that's about it. I don't really care about what Jeremy Hambley is doing for the 5th time this month.
So we'll get into the conversation here on Damn Fools, talking about deconstruction. But before we can talk about deconstruction, we talk about construction. So tell us a little bit about your religious background.
Alright, so I was, like, literally born a Muslim, like, that was the shtick, and then that was just how I was rolling for about 16 years, and then 15 years, that's a lie, my memories oh, fuck. I'm not that old, I swear, and then I was like, oh, man, this was all, like, during, like, a course of 2 weeks where I was just the algorithm, I guess, just aligned perfectly, just feed me all this content that had me, like, fucking seriously questioning shit. And then after that, I was like, "Okay, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I need to know, is this, like, fucking true or is it not?" So I went to, like, I went to a sheikh, I talked to him, and he just confirmed everything I was saying, and he was just, like, doing it with a smile, like, proudly, and I was just like, "Oh, oh, then we're done here. You know, you're not gonna fucking deny it. Cool. That's great. I'm just not gonna do this anymore." And then, that was it until oh, there's a reason my memory lapsed. It was the summer I was turning 16. So, yeah, I turned 16, school year comes around, and then what happened? It was it was David Wood. It was David Wood and his that freak of fucking nature, David Wood and his friends. David Wood, apostate prophet, up like, what's his name? God Logic, I think was it? Michael Jones, bro. Those, like, Christian apologist fucking freaks, dude. Those guys that are all defending their pedophile friend right now. Genuinely sick fucks, bro. They're out here, like, who have, like, these arguments against Islam, so I'm just, like, watching this. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. They're tearing down something I hate." And the next thing you know, they have, like, all these arguments for Christianity. And, like, after a
Mm.
couple of months, I was, like, convinced. So I just started LARPing, and I kid you not, it was pure LARP. I had, like, a cross chain. I was, like, yapping Bible verses. I was purely LARPing as a Christian, unironically, for a while. I was, like, reading the Bible in front of my fucking friends, dude. It was like the it was LARP beyond LARP. I mean, it came to a point where, like, the Hispanic kids were, like, a lot they were getting, like they were, like, just closer with me than a lot of the other kids because I just became super religious, so they were just like, "Oh, we're Catholic." And that's just what happened.
We're Catholic. That's cool. Come on over.
It was like, I never hung out with these people before, and then for, like, a solid 4 months, we were, like, all besties for a bit. It was fucking funny as shit.
No, we see you've got a cross there. We too like to follow the cross. You want to join us?
Yeah, I mean, they also like to smoke a lot in the bathrooms, so, I mean, it is what I mean, not all of them, but a lot of the kids that, like, LARPed as Christians also like to do drugs in the bathroom very often at school.
Mm.
Dude, there was one time I walked in, I found weed in the toilet, and I just walked out of the bathroom. I just said nothing. I was just disappointed. I was just like, "Come on, come on, man. Let me just use the bathroom one time in this fuck ass school."
It hasn't changed much since I was in high school. Like there was this
So it has.
stuff going on then. And that was millions of
Yeah.
years ago. The beard was only about
Live
this
up to
long.
the name, though. Yeah, beard. 'Cause dude, I'm sad I can do this, but I used to, like, fucking wake up, I just had, like, a full fucking facial hair. I think
One.
I could I really fucking wanted to, I could do it. I just don't want to. I never wanna do that shit again. I just end up looking like my dad.
It's not for everybody, but for some of us, it's nice to have hair on the face. Keeps my face warm in the cold.
it's not like a old wise man like Sensei Wu, like, just no, it's like a scruffy beard.
Yeah, you gotta when it's really scruffy, it doesn't always look good. You gotta get through
Yeah,
that
it's like a,
before you can
"Oh,
get
you're"
to something that looks good, but
yeah,
some people
it's like,
can't.
"Oh, you're going through puberty beard. Oh, I see that." I'm like, yeah, I don't want that perpetually on my face the rest of my life, absolutely not. No."
Understandable. So, after LARPing as a Christian, what happened?
Um Alex O'Connor happened. No, Alex O'Connor and then Justin. First, it was Alex O'Connor from, like, the philosophical side where he's, like, tearing apart all my favorite fucking philosophical arguments for God, and I was just pissed off. I was so fucking pissed. I was like, "Why is he so smart? Why is he so smart?" And he's, like, sitting there all British. "I went to Oxford. I went to Oxford. Fuck you. Fuck you, mister. I went to Oxford. Okay, listen here. I might not go to Oxford, but I go to a pretty damn good American college."
Those accents are fun.
Yeah.
It's funny that in America, those accents sound really, really smart. Like Alex O'Connor, John Cohen. I love watching John Cohen just for his accent. His
Those
arguments
guys
aren't
sound
much.
smart, yeah.
Yeah, his arguments aren't much different from like Justin or anybody else, but it just sounds smarter in that accent.
Right, because like, Alex wears the suit, and he has, like, the mustache, and he's, like, his British accent. I'm like, "Dude, this guy's 26? You're serious?" I don't even think he's 26, right? Just about?
Something like that. Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
really young.
think so. Yeah, I'm like, "This dude's 26, bro." I'm sitting here like, "Oh, he's, like, too smart." And then I saw Justin, and that's when it really slammed it in for me, because it was like the philosophical arguments were like, I guess you could have, like, a subjective thing about it, but when Justin went home on the Bible, I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking stupid, and maybe I should read books more."
You should read
It
more
fucking
books.
yeah. I was like I really sat there, and I was like, "You know, maybe the graduate from Oxford read more books than me, and, maybe this guy with an engineering degree might fucking know more than I do." So I just shut the fuck up, and I sat down, and I was like, "Okay, I'll listen." And that was, like, a couple years ago. Well, 3 my birthday's soon. That's
Well,
cool.
happy birthday
Yeah.
in advance.
Yeah, it's like 7 it's literally in a week from now. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So yeah, but, like, yeah, I just encountered Justin, and Justin was, like, the one that was like, "Okay, I can't do Christianity anymore." I was like I stopped there. It was Justin, and then right after it was Dan McClellan. Like, Justin tore apart the New Testament, and then Dan McClellan tore apart the Old Testament, and at that point, I was just like, "Okay, at some point, I gotta stop coping and just be like, huh, I don't have the energy nor the time to fucking, like, harp down on this and fight this battle much longer. I'm just gonna, like" It's either I just took it the way I did last time. I was like, "Okay, it's either true or it's not, and there's no in between. So I gotta get my fucking ducks in a row." And that's what I did. I got my fucking ducks in a row, and I was like, "Okay, Christianity, we're not buddies anymore. It seems like you fucking suck."
Deconstruction Zone was one of the most informative channels when it comes to the Bible that I've ever
Mhm.
found, like bar none.
100%.
I've learned.
There is no messing around with Justin. Dude,
Yeah,
I I remember I had a period of, like, 3 months where I just play video games and I have Justin in the background. And I swear, I think I learned more from him than any one of those fuck ass Christian apologists I've ever had, just by playing video games, listening to Justin. Because he just reads the words, and he's just very deliberate. That's all it is. He'll be like, "Oh, fuck you, cocksucker. I actually have the fucking source." And then he'll go to it,
right.
and he'll pull it up, and he'll just start reading. And I'm like, I remember when when he just went to his background, because he used to do the AI background, so I didn't see it. But he just went he just fucking pulled one of, like, Josephus's texts. He goes straight to chapter 18, starts reading word for word the quote he just, like, fucking pulled off the top of his head. I'm like, this guy knows what he's fucking talking about." I was, like, blown away. I was impressed. I was like, "That was an aura move right there."
I watch his stuff long enough and I start like seeing the patterns of like the verses he's gonna go to. And it's every once in a while, it just like slip in a new one that I haven't heard before. It's like, wait,
Right? It's like you watch him enough, you think you heard it all, and then he comes up with something new, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, this there's layers to." And I know I don't think I've scratched the surface. I think this because all he's using is, like, his rudimentary, like, his first semester probably shit
right.
on the callers. So he probably knows, like, years and years of, like, informative stuff that, like, wouldn't actually be helpful in debate. It's not like I think most of the stuff he knows isn't about proving, like, Christianity true or not. It's just knowledge, and he just has it. And it's like, if you listen to him long enough, you might learn something. It's super fucking awesome.
he's so knowledgeable about those things, and there's definitely things that he doesn't pull forward, but that's because they don't involve the arguments that are being brought to him. I think that's the thing, like, you give him an opportunity to delve into something he hasn't talked about in a while, and he will.
Mhm.
He loves doing that, and that's where I get to learn new things that I haven't heard before. Because you leave it up to the callers, and it's just gonna be the same things over and over and over.
And I mean, even then, it's like one of those things where it's like, this debate shit is all cool and all, but I can't. I think I've reached a point where I don't think I can do it anymore. I don't think I can keep doing it's like a cycle, you know what I'm talking about? Because at some point you're like, "Are these people even real? Are they? Is this a fuck?" Sometimes I sit down, I think this has to be the most convoluted, like, CIA psyop of all time, or I just need to touch some grass, and you know what I did? I touched some grass, and it helped a lot. I got a job, I went to work, I was like, I'd rather I don't no shade, again, I love their shit. I just don't think my mental fucking capacity can take it anymore. It's too toxic of an environment.
Sometimes you have to unplug from things, and
Very much so, yeah.
being overly inundated with it is a lot, and there's a lot of toxicity that comes from, well, frankly, both sides in those debates, but I see it a lot more being generated by the opposition.
Yeah, you don't even weirdly even from the Christian end, like, when I used to watch the Christian streams, you didn't see that kinda shit from the atheists ever. They call in, they try and bring their arguments, they get a bit frustrated, they fucking hang up. It is what it is, or they get kicked. Right? Sometimes every now and then you find a weird one, or there's just some troll that calls in, just starts saying the N-word, that's on every live stream, right? It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't think human beings can I don't know how I mean, Justin gets fucking paid off of this, I know how he does it. He looks at his fucking paycheck, he's like, yeah, no, I can keep doing this. It's cool. I'm cool with
Yeah,
it. But like
I
the
gotta
average
work
person
3
can't.
days a week, fucking A.
Yeah. And like, I'm not calling him a grifter. I'm just saying, like, I'm sure that paycheck makes it like all this shit go down easier. And he's having fun. But for me, it's
Yeah.
like when I watch this, I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting fucking turned up. And I'm just like, I don't need to like go online to raise my blood pressure. I can go for a fucking 6 mile run that do me more good.
I see it as an entertainment form, that keeps
Yeah.
my mind sharp.
And it's like, it's entertainment, it's funny, these guys are like lolcows, you can drain them. It's just because it's like in the debate format, you never really get the opportunity to just have like a, like a YouTube style, traditional internet, like lolcow milking, you know? And I think that's because like, it's not what this is for, but it'd be super fucking funny if we get BMF up on one day and just give him the Boogie 2988 treatment. I need Keemstar to call that dude in and phone it in. I'd be like, "Dude, get this guy on LolCal Live tonight. I swear you will make so much money."
That guy was so much fun to watch. It's still an inside joke.
To this
R
day, I didn't think it would
uh,
survive, but this is a cultural impact.
oh, big time cultural impact in the deconstruction community. Anybody who watched Justin's lives, uh, Gretchen, I love Gretchen on Async, as she did a song about BMF. It was so good.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah. And, the worst part is I missed it. I was there, I left the live. The second I leave the live, he joins up. The second I come back, he's gone. It was the worst experience for my fucking luck. I was like, "Oh, well, there definitely was no God if he made me miss that."
Horrible, horrible timing.
Yeah, it was terrible. I was like, "Huh, I have to go and do something. I'm sure nothing will happen while I'm gone." I come back an hour later, and it's just like everyone's yelling BMF. I'm like, "What the fuck is a BMF?"
The clip exists and, Gretchen's song
Yeah, I watched
exists,
it.
and the
I
memory
immediately rolled it back and I 2 times speeded it, and it was like, he's throwing up tarot cards.
throwing up tarot cards, picking up the magnifying glass and looking at the camera with his
So fucking funny. But I don't like the whole, the way Gretchen went about it recently with the whole, like, fucking finding his location and all that. I'm like, I get it. It's funny. You're not doxing him or anything, but
no, he needs to stay a legend. It's more fun when he's a legend, when nobody knows where he was
right.
there, then he was gone. And then
It's
he
like
came back,
he's there,
then he
he's
was gone
gone.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and it's even
BFF actually had a second coming, 'cause
he
Justin
did?
took him off screen. Justin took him off screen,
Oh.
and then, like, 10 minutes later, brought him back on screen. That was the second coming of BMF. So we're
Good
getting a
lord.
third com
That's
yeah, there's lore. There's huge
and
lore.
this is why I'm like, why don't we have any more fucking callers like this? I remember, like, back in December, January, February, dude, the callers that were coming in, bro, remember fucking what's his name on the line?
Andrew from New Jersey.
Andrew. It was
Is
fucking Andrew from New
from New Jersey.
Jersey.
Look, I'll tell you this right now. I have been systematically campaigning in the comment sections of every single Andrew video that Andrew from New Jersey is actually Jimmy Snow in disguise. That's a conspiracy theory
Okay,
that
the
I
problem
believe.
I don't wanna say that because Andrew from New Jersey may have said some stuff about children, and I don't want Jimmy So to sue me for slander, so I'm not gonna,
Mm.
you know.
I'm not saying it's true, just saying it's a conspiracy theory.
It could be a psyop. It could have all been a psyop for views and money. Because let me tell you some shit. I think The Line never had a month better than they ever fucking did until Andrew showed up. I think that motherfucker was a cash cow.
I know
And
Alyssa loved talking to him.
yeah, and now he's gone, and now all these lol cows are, like, terrified to come on, and I realize, like, "Oh, these guys might have been, like, a dime a dozen for real." And we just used up all of 'em.
Yeah, we used all of them. Now, I don't think we've used all of them. I think we just some of them haven't discovered the space yet.
They'll happen to appear. There's always 1 or 2. I just wish it would happen within, like, the next 6 months. I'm just like, I'm begging for content, man. These guys were hilarious.
I love the ones that like BMF who come in and just come in crashing out just because 'cause they're funny. The other ones, they get annoying after a while. Is
Mhm.
when Justin or Blitz or John Cohen or whoever it was is just going around in a circle over and over and over going on the same topic because the caller
Yeah.
just won't let go of it. That gets boring after a while.
One thing I will say, though, I like, there is, like, that shit about, like, I do still fucking miss it sometimes, you know what I'm talking about? There was a structure, there was a community, and there was this fun, fucking amazing, hopeful idea, and it's like, I would love to have that again all the time. Like sometimes I'll fucking just lay in bed thinking like, "Oh shit, I have to die." And it really hit me when I said it that way because it's like, it's not that I'm gonna die one day. No, I have to. I don't get a fucking choice in the matter. And that shit fucking threw me. It still does. Like, I'm still not cool with it. Like, personally, I'm just like, I don't wanna fucking go, but I have to. The only way you get to be alive is to die, and I don't get a choice.
Yeah, but you only get to do that once. Everything else you can do multitudes of times.
And here's the thing, right? I wouldn't mind dying if I could just come back and do it again. But and that's the thing, everyone's like, it's like the beautiful part about life is it's you get one life and you make the most of it. And it's like, okay, and that's fine and that's cool and all. I'll go ahead and make the most of it, but I just don't want to stop living because I don't know what that means. Right. And I know what in one sense, I literally know what it means. It means like gone. And in the other sense, it's like I don't want to be gone. I don't want to stop knowing things. I don't want to stop experiencing. And not because there's something I'm missing out. I just don't want that to happen. Is it like I don't think it's crazy to say, like, I don't wanna stop forever.
No, I don't think it's wrong, bad, crazy, anything to say that. Like that is a perfectly natural stance to take. I don't want to stop either. Now, the fact of the matter is, when people get to the point where they do want it to stop, that could be problematic.
Right, and I think, here's the thing, like, when you're old, I get it, right? Game is up, you're like, "I'm fucking tired. Literally everything doesn't work anymore. I can't take a shit. My fucking life sucks." I get it. When you're old, I get it. But when it's like you're just like your average Joe 35 walking down the street and you're thinking, "I wanna die," I think that's not a healthy thought to have.
I agree.
And, like, sometimes I think, like, "Can I imagine what it's like to get close to death?" And I immediately realize I can't because imagining it is like, well, I'm still conscious. Fuck it. It doesn't work that way.
The closest we can actually get to imagining what it would be like is to think about what it was like the last time you were asleep. When you go to sleep and then you wake up the next morning, you were not conscious during the time period that you were asleep. That's the same thing. Is you're not actively experiencing then.
Well, in that case, can I at least die with a YouTube video next to me? Like, if I'm gonna like, if that's the way I die, like, the way I sleep, then that's exactly how I wanna do it. Okay, you gotta have, like, a YouTube video playing, and I just gotta, like, fall asleep to it. That's the only way I'm cool dying, alright?
I'd be cool going out that way. I wanted
Yeah.
to be something peaceful. Don't let me know that it's happening.
Yeah, because it's like, if I don't know, I won't have a problem with it, but if I do know, right? That's why it's always like, there's all this cool shit that I'm like, "Yo, what if I was, like, a fucking, like, secret agent or, like, I went to the military?" And I think about it, I'm like, "Why do I wanna edge death?" You know? Like, do I really want there are people out there that, like, their entire shtick is almost dying, and they fucking love
Mhm.
it. That one guy who was, like, doing Russian roulette on live television.
Yeah, I've heard about that. There was one guy who actually died doing a YouTube video, as he
Yeah.
wanted to have he wanted to be famous on it was he had his girlfriend pulling the trigger. There was a show on FX channel, like, 1,000 Ways to Die. It was all sorts of stupid ways people have died over the years, and that was one of the featured stories on that show. Some
Dude,
stupid dude trying to make a video.
and it's the worst part is, like, and then there's, like, the not the stupid there's stupid ways to die, just accident there are motherfuckers that fall in the fucking bathtub and they die, and it's like, no shade to them, but, like, dude, I don't wanna go out like I don't think anyone wants to go out like that, but you don't get a fucking choice in the matter. That's the scary part. It can just happen. Like,
Yeah.
one day, the government might slip up and fire 47 cruise missiles at my house, and what the fuck am I gonna do about it? Okay? They've done it before to a janitor. They could do it again, and I mean, is it not likely? No, but, like, I could literally die in any way. Every time I step into a car, every time I drive down the street, dude, the amount of near misses I've had on the fucking road, dude, just from idiots. Alright? Some dude forgot to see a yield sign and just cut right past it as I was driving. I had right away. I had to stop before he crashed his big ass truck into my fucking SUV. I was literally about to go. And I was like, I could have died there, but I didn't. But there could have been one universe where I did, right? It could happen at any fucking point, and I don't know. Again, that's why I like video games so much. It's like, you can
Video
just
games,
start again.
yeah, you get to
Oh, you
restart.
lose some progress. Yeah.
I would rather lose a little bit of progress than, like, everything, but
Mhm. And not only do you lose everything, you don't get to play again. That's the fucking sick part of this game, and we're the only creatures that get to know that.
yeah, most other
My
creatures on
cat
this
doesn't
planet do not think about that.
my cat doesn't fucking know this. He wakes up in the morning, he looks at me. My cat shat on the floor yesterday. He is so carefree, he shits on the floor. He doesn't give a fuck. He wakes up in the morning and he screams for food, and then we feed him, and then he goes to sleep.
For the next 18
He doesn't
hours.
Yeah, and he doesn't contemplate shit.
Yeah.
Easiest life.
Now
But
I've
we
seen I've seen my cats contemplating sunbeams, like, just staring at dust in the sun. I've seen them contemplating that, but, yeah, I don't think I've thought about, well, the mortality of the feline race really was going through their heads at all. Like,
but
mostly it
we're of
was,
course,
cookies and cuddles. That's usually what goes through their heads.
but we're the creators' chosen species, therefore, we should think about the terrifying fucking reality of death because he loves us so fucking much, apparently.
Our predilection towards thinking about death is all proof of evolution, as these things are pattern machines, and the pattern is all
Right.
to try to avoid dying.
Exactly. I don't wanna die, and I'm also smart enough to know what death is. I'm also smart enough to know I'm gonna have to do it. But I also really like, literally, I'm literally fucking programmed with every fucking atom in my body telling me, "Don't die." And I know I have to do it. Isn't that crazy? That's just so fucking weird to me. It's that blatant, like, it's not even a contradiction, but it's like that blatant bullshit of life of, I know I have to die, but every fucking bone in my body is telling me I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks. It sucks so much. And that's why the idea of heaven is so compelling, you know, because it's like, well, maybe I don't get to. Maybe I get the forever happy life. I get to go fly around and go Super Saiyan and shoot fucking Kamehamehas at people and have fun. That's never happening.
No, I wish it would. I'd love to live in that world. People don't realize, like, just how much I wanna live in a world where there's magic and mystery. Like, I would love to be a Jedi or a wizard.
Yeah.
I don't care. Either one. Give me a lightsaber or a wand. I don't care. I wanna
Yeah,
live
like,
in that world.
people think like atheists are like, oh, like they're all material and they don't like they're not spiritual and they don't want to connect with like the broader world. I'm like, I play Magic the fucking Gathering. Do you think I don't you do you think I don't want this shit? I'm begging for it. I fucking hate my universe's settings so much. I wish I could fucking fly. Do you know how many fucking problems I could solve if I could just like throw one goddamn spirit bomb at somebody? I want that, but we don't get that, and I
We don't
have to
we
deal with it
don't
every fucking day.
I've been playing D&D for over 25 years. I've
Yep.
wanted to be a wizard so much. I've wanted to just live in a different world with magic, with mysteries that aren't like we have here. Like, just I want to live in a world there are ghosts and gods and magic, but we don't live in that world. Never seen any
When I
evidence of
was
it.
Dude, when I was 8, I saw the world of Pokemon, and I said, "Give me that world. I want that world forever and ever."
Every
The
8-year-old
world
wants
is
that world.
and
Is
dude, to this day, I'm literally I literally fucking I played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet yesterday. I love Pokemon, and if I could live in a world full of them, I would do it in a heartbeat. But
there
holy
are
shit.
there are big problems with that world, though, that world where they just send 8-year-olds out into the wilderness to find wild animals that can electrocute them to death or maul them to death or just fall
Well,
on
that's
them
the
and
great
kill
thing
them,
about the
like,
perfect world of Pokemon. How many times has Ash been electrocuted by Pikachu? Let's be real. Too many times to count. But because of the world of magical Toon Force, he's just fine in the next scene. Why can't I have a universe where I can get fucking hit by a lightning bolt, and for comedic effect, the next scene, I'm just fine? The reality is, I don't live in magical fucking fairy cartoon land, and I would love it. I would fucking love it. I would literally give up my left arm for it, but we don't. We don't get that choice.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit would be a great world to live in. Let's be honest.
Getting
Who Framed Roger
I was
Rabbit?
gonna say Alice in Wonderland, but that's kinda freaky. No, not that.
Yeah. Yeah, the fear of death is, I do believe, one of the driving factors behind the continuation of religion.
I think so too. But for me, it was always like, I've never had this strong, like, idea in my system that I would ever live forever. Like, I even when I, like, had religion, like, this idea that, like, there was, like, fucking magic, or, like, you could get, like, an evil eye put on you, or that there was a god there, or that there was, like, an afterlife. Even then, like, even to me growing up, because like, I wasn't raised in, like, some, like, fucking like, lunatic indoctrinating, like, fucking family. I was raised in, like, a family, like, where my mom was a fucking PhD fucking geneticist, and my dad has a master's degree. These people are fucking smart. My parents are fucking smart as fuck. I'm gonna give them credit for that. They're fucking intelligent as hell. And it's like, it's one of those things where, like, I grew up educated. So it was one of those it was like one of those things. I knew evolution was true because I saw a monkey and I was like, there was literally no way that thing looks like me by pure coincidence. Like,
I'm not sure how many geneticists there are that don't believe in evolution.
um, weirdly, my mom, doesn't believe in, like, macro quote unquote evolution, I think, or
That's
human
that
evolution,
is
which always
odd.
threw me. Right, because it's like, but I think that's like a religion specific only thing. But yeah, my parents are smart as fuck, and I was, like, raised in an educated household. So for me, it was like, there was questions I just didn't have because, like, they were willing to just teach me anything. They're like, "You wanna know how old the Earth is? This is how old the Earth is. How do we know? Really complicated math. Speaking of, do your fucking math homework." And I was like, 50-50 on the math homework thing. Yeah.
That line right there, here's the really complicated math for how this is done. Now go do your other math. Like the this is how we found that information part is crucial. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think
Because, like,
when people get the message that, "Oh, just God did it," they stop asking questions.
I remember when I was little, 'cause my mom used to work with the NIH. She used to take me to her, like, take your child to work day. It was one of the most fun experiences I ever had. We looked at microscopes, we looked at cells, dude. We got to, we got to see,
Lucky.
like, fucking we got to see not rocket ships, sorry. We got to see, we got to see, like, fucking, like, geneticists working on, like, pulling out, like, looking at DNA. I was like, "How what the fuck are they doing?" I was having so much fun. I was looking around at all, like, all the science shit. We were doing labs, we were learning about gravity.
You're making me very envious here. My mother's job was a computer programmer, so she got to I got to go sit in a cubicle while she tapped on a keyboard. My dad, I
I mean,
couldn't go join him at work because he worked in an industrial plant, and they wouldn't let me walk around in it.
well, yeah, I mean, for safety purposes, I don't think they let a little kid walk around an industrial plant. Yeah, but, like, I think my dad took me to his accounting office one time, and it was the most boring thing I ever walked into. It's like an embassy, and he was just sitting there working, and I was just, like, watching on my iPad. I was watching, like, I was literally watching a Bermuda Triangle video. I was, like, one of those kids that was, like, getting baited by those, like, terrifying Bermuda Triangle videos. I went home, I was like, "Dad, the Bermuda Triangle's gonna get us." He was looking at me like, "What's a Bermuda Triangle?"
The Bermuda Triangle's not gonna come and get you. You have to go to
He didn't
it.
even know what it was. He was so fucking confused. I had to explain it to him. He was like, "Shut up, you're an idiot." He was so tired. I don't think he wanted to deal with, like, my BS that day. But yeah, like, I grew up in, like, a household that did science. Growing up, we watched, like, PBS Kids. So it was like Wildcrats, Octonauts, like, all that shit. So, like, for me, evolution was just like a click. I was like, "That monkey has hands. It literally laughs. It literally plays jokes on its friends. This is not like a coincidence that we can't not be related. That motherfucker is behaving just like I am. What are we talking about here?
Right?
And like every time I see a chimpanzee, I'm like, you might be able to beat me up, and let's be real, we probably shouldn't live together for the sake of both of us. But I think we have an understanding.
There's so many videos you can watch online of like gorillas or uh, orangutans or chimpanzees, like literally mirroring people at zoos. Like the person standing there doing something, and the
Yep.
prime just follows right along because they think it's funny, and then they'll turn around and start laughing at
Yeah.
this stuff. One of my favorites was somebody did like a simple magic trick in front of an orangutan who just freaked out by like woof,
Yeah.
just
They're fucking dude, those things are our cousins, bro. Those guys are they're fucking wicked, dude. They're like D1 trolls. And like it's like everyone's always like, we're the smartest creatures on earth. Why do we behave like this? I'm like, dude, look at our chimpanzee cousins, bro. They behave just like us. You want to know how we fucking behave like this? We're no better than them.
yeah.
We just know better than them.
We just have bigger brains that are capable of doing more complicated crap, but that more
Yeah, like
complicated
we're
crap is based on that simple crap.
right, like they're asshole trolls that like throw poop at each other. We invented technological advanced electrical systems so we could
Oh,
go
come
online
on.
and troll each other.
Come on, we invented throwing shit at each other.
Right, but then we went to the internet. Like, we
Yeah,
invented such a convoluted system of computers and technology and wireless connection so we could
so
go online and throw shit
yeah,
at each
throw shit at each other. So from anywhere. Just I want to throw shit at you from over here.
like, we're not morally better, we're just smarter and more like, more effective at doing the exact same thing they do.
We
Like,
have
when they
better
fight wars
ways of throwing shit.
yeah, they're fighting wars, they're sharpening rocks. We're like, "Get the drones, get the cruise missiles, just start." Okay, to be fair, I don't think chimpanzees go around and kill kids. We're not past that yet for some fucking reason. Don't know how after 200,000 years we didn't figure out not to just start mass murdering children, but,
Well,
you know.
we did, but then we developed religion.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Good point. Although, to be fair, I don't think a lot of what the United States is doing anymore is even for fucking religion, except for, like, maybe Iran right now because of Israel, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And we don't have to get into the Israel topic right now. I don't want Benjamin Netanyahu to, like, invade this podcast, okay? The whole, Israel thing is still pissing me off, but I can't do anything about it because again, I can't fly over there and just start, like Kamehameha, turn into Goku. There's no Superman. We just have to
Yeah.
deal with the shit as it is.
I I wish that I lived in the world with Superman. I do. I love Superman. It's one of my favorite things. Created by two Jewish guys during the height of like Nazis being anti-Jews. Two Jewish guys created the perfect superhuman. It's
Mhm.
great story. Just thumb their nose at
Your
the
Captain
idiots.
America was like literally created because Americans really, really hated Jewish people. Funnel he wasn't created for that, but his like first like thing, his first like brought like issue, he was beating up Nazis.
Mm,
And it was like, that was a political statement at the time because it was like back then, before we got ourselves involved in World War II, we didn't give a fuck about the Nazis because like
oh,
Americans were like, fuck Jewish people. And then all of a sudden, we get into World War II, and then everyone's like, oh, we like Jewish people now. It's like a whole 180.
yeah, some of the most famous and wealthy and influential individuals prior to World War II were openly anti-Semitic. Right? Henry Ford,
Mhm.
openly anti-Semitic, did
Or
not
Walt
care.
Disney.
Walt Disney, yeah.
Yeah, these guys were no better than the Nazis. And then we went to World War II, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we like Jewish people because the Nazis didn't like them.
And we're seeing resurgences of those kinds of things today. I'm just hoping that we can be better. So far, it's not looking good.
Yeah, every time I hope like we'll gain some sort semblance of common sense, Candace Owens opens her fucking mouth.
God. Now, like before every episode, I ask like the people, and I sent you this message too about topics that might be off limits because I want to make sure that people are comfortable. I've never once thought about topics I want to be off limits, but Candace Owens is one of them.
We can keep yeah, we can keep her off
She's
fucking limits forever.
just the gay dinosaurs thing, just like
That
she's
really pissed me off. I was like, every 4-year-old on the planet wants to talk to you, Ken.
Like, yes, there probably were some dinosaurs that were homosexual. We see it in the animal kingdom. It's not a big deal, but the whole, like, her whole statement about that was just ridiculous. Complete
The T-Rex is fake and gay, everybody. That's true. What the fuck?
that's fucking gay.
Candace, what the fuck?
What?
It was weird because I woke up at 8 AM. No, it was like 7:30 AM. I woke up and I checked my fucking phone, and it's a Diesel Patches video, and I look at it, and Candace Owens starts yapping about the dinosaurs, and my eyes are like, "Huh?" And then my ears go, "Huh." And I'm like, "Do I still have to pay taxes?"
Unfortunately, yes, you do still have to pay
Yeah.
taxes.
It was just one of those mornings. I was just like, "I don't wanna get up today. Oh, what the fuck is she on today? Oh, no." It was just a bad morning altogether. She ruined it. She fucking ruined it.
She ruins everything. She ruins
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, yeah, her takes
Yeah.
on Israel are fucking fine, but, like, they're not from, like, a place of, like, genuine, like, "I don't like genocide." It's more like, "I don't like Jewish people," you know?
I always like to say a stopped clock is right twice a day.
Mhm.
So when she does something that's actually in line with what actual people do, it happens occasionally. All right, Envy, I really do appreciate you being here. It's been a very fun conversation. We talked about a bunch of things. Uh, I do appreciate your being a damn fool now, and
Yeah, I'm more of a fool.
we'll see you in the comment sections and whatnot. And if for any of my viewers who have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching this much. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. If you're interested in sharing your story and becoming a damn fool, you can always reach out to me at thebeardofempathy@gmail.com. And I will see you guys in the next one.